Welcome to another episode of Winning Email Breakdowns. It is day 17 today. My mic is on. Great. And today we're breaking down a flash sale email. So sometimes email marketing is complicated where you need to really dive into the automations and the sequences and the follow-ups and whatnot and testing and everything. But sometimes it's simple. A lot of the times it's more simple than it is difficult. And it's just a matter of letting your audience know who is already warm to your product, who's on your newsletter, about a product that would appeal to them. And really, you just need to push them off the fence with a little bit of a discount. And that's what we're looking at today. We're looking at a flash sale email by Onnit. And this is a direct offer, as you can see right here. I don't know if you guys hear that. My dog's just making a ruckus. And essentially, what this is they're reaching out to, again, a warm audience, and they're just letting them know, hey, we have a sale. And these are people that already are familiar with Onnit. They've either bought before and got on the newsletter as they were through the purchase process, going through the purchase process, or they signed up for their newsletter to learn more. They were interested. Maybe Ro Jogan talked about it. And they wanted to learn more, and one of the easiest ways to get someone to take action is to give them a little bit of a sale if they are already warm, right? If they don't even know what you have and you have a sale, why would they buy? But if they're already curious about what you have to sell and they believe it could solve their problem, which in this case, let's say the person reading this is a person that is already into electrolytes, then this is the perfect offer for them, right? And most likely, this person is familiar with electrolytes if they're on this newsletter. So it's important to know who you're talking to. And remember the levels of awareness. So where are we right now? We're not unaware, we're not problem aware, we're not solution. We're past all of this, right? We can get very direct. They're product aware for sure, and that's where it is, right? You could say maybe they're even most aware, but they're further down the direct scale. And this is from Breakthrough Advertising by Eugene Schwartz, right? This is most marketing is based around the concept of awareness levels. So let's go back. So let's look at this subject line. It's flash sale, save 30% on mineral electrolytes. It's just a direct offer. I mean, it calls it out immediately. It's personally it's relevant, right? But it's rewarding essentially. It's relevant and it's rewarding to the person that is reading this. Okay? Remember who they are. They are people that want supplements that help their bodies, right? So as long you just reach out with an email and you say, "Hey, we are selling at a discount." And that's one of the easiest ways to make sales from your emails. Okay? So here you go. You have a big old graphic, right? Boom, that's the big idea. And now, for the people that aren't sure yet, they're going to go into mineral electrolytes, which sounds a little different than just an electrolyte drink, right? Sounds like it's the same concept, but let's see what they do. So they call it the problem. They say when you train, beads of sweat fall from your skin, tumble to the ground, carrying with them minerals like sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium, all essential in promoting healthy muscle function. Your options till now to rehydrate: water, which alone doesn't replenish these nutrients. So look at what they're doing here. They are teaching. We always talk about teaching in this series, how important teaching is. In case you didn't know, this is what's happening in your body, right? So your beads of sweat don't work, or sorry, not don't work. Beads of sweat fall carrying minerals. You're losing minerals, everything you need to promote healthy muscle function. Your options to rehydrate: water, which alone doesn't replenish these essential nutrients, or syrupy drinks, whom we will not name. Who are they talking about? Gatorade, Powerade, all those guys, right? Duh. That pack on the fat you have worked so hard to burn. So they're saying the sugar, the stuff that's in them, the syrupy drinks, they are they're kind of counter effective. They're not really going to help you in the long term, right? That's their argument here. So the problem and the old ineffective solutions. This is making me thirsty, guys. I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna get me an electrolyte beverage. BRB. I'm back. I got my water. Check it out. I use these. I'm not sponsored by them, which would be hilarious since I'm getting like 10 views on these videos and I'm sponsored. But no, I'm not. And these are the LMNT packs. I like them after training when I'm like dying. And actually, I really like them as a kind of like just a sweet drink. They don't have any sugar in them. They're essentially just sodium and potassium and magnesium, and they are electrolyte drinks. So look at that. The copy on this email made me feel dehydrated, and I did train earlier, and I'm over here worried about the beads of sweat that I dropped earlier. All right, so let us resume. So we looked at the problem, old ineffective solutions, and here we are, little visuals. Now, this is a good example of like a picture used well, right? If you read books like Scientific Advertising, and which is a book from 1929, How to Write a Good Advertisement by Victor Schwab, 1961. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'll go back and I'll see how bad that was. I apologize. This drink got me all fucked up. Sorry. I feel like an idiot now. Right? So Victor Schwab, 1961. These are books I'm talking about, and Claude Hopkins, 1929. They talk about how to use images properly, right? Because you only had so much space. This is a great example of using an image properly, right? Properly as in like using the space. It doesn't waste any space. Right? It's here, and then look, it immediately is showing you this nice, we take these things for granted. It's not like people just, they have an entire team behind them, and they're like, how do we make them more thirsty for it? Look at this drink. This looks amazing. This looks like it has booze in it. It's like coconuts, limes, lemons. Come on now. All right. So moving on. But what if there was a tasty, mineral heavy, electrolyte infused, and carb conscious alternative? Feature, 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 right? Tasty, mineral heavy, which solves the problem, electrolyte infused, and carb conscious. So remember, these are people that probably are more aware of what too many carbs does to you, which Gatorade, the people that drink Gatorade are more likely, it's a lower barrier to entry, you could say. It's a household name at this point, and it has a bunch of sugar in it, so carbs. So this is how they're different, right? Enter mineral electrolytes. Optimize muscle function. Very simple. There's personal gain in it. People that are watching this, like, they're probably Rogan fans, right? Some degree. It's all about muscles and whatnot. About being healthy and building muscle and the whole shebang. So, Onnit's mineral electrolytes helps maintain your body's normal fluid and electrolyte balance to keep fatigue at bay, and is infused with just enough ideal carbohydrate source of the ideal Palatinos. Sounds like an Italian. It's an Italian mineral. Hey, Palatinos, give me some of those. Put some pepperonos on there. Hey, Tony, I'm out of Palatinos. I'm sorry. You're gonna sleep with the fishies now. So this right here is our right the big benefit here. Maintain your body's normal fluid and electrolyte balance to keep fatigue at bay, We looked at the surface level features. Boom, boom, boom. There's our benefit to really take that home, and then is infused with just enough ideal carbohydrate source. Palatinos. And that is your unique mechanism, right? The ideal carbohydrate source. They're getting specific with it. They're differentiating. I don't think Gatorade's talking about Palatinos, hey, pepperoncinos. So, very simple email today. Very, very simple. However, it's just a direct sell. It's important to know who you're talking to. It's important to tailor that message to that person. And it's important to be clear. And that's what this email does. And that's how you make email sales on easy mode. Don't overthink it. So that's it for today. Shorter video. Thanks for making it through, and I'll see you here tomorrow for day 18. Peace.